At Brisbane Airport, detector dog Quincy is about to go off duty when he happens to pass a young backpacker at the baggage carousel. He seems very interested in the man's pocket. Quincy is trained to sit when he is confident he has detected something. Now the passenger will have to go to the inspection area, and Officer Emma will investigate why the dog has given such a strong response.
Have you been drinking? Well, this is what we do. This is our job. We check people that are coming into the country. So we've had a reaction from the dog onto your bag and also onto you. So those dogs are trained to detect drugs.
Yeah, I have no drugs.
You have no drugs. All right. Why are you coming to Australia?
Why? For a working holiday.
For a working holiday. Do you use drugs in France?
Yes.
Okay. What sort of drugs would you use in France?
Cannabis.
Okay. Are you carrying any cannabis with you today?
Today, no.
No, okay.
I have smoked cannabis in Thailand.
Ah.
So it's why I have this.
Okay,
But
so when were you in Thailand?
when? 1 week, last week.
Okay, so 1 week ago you smoked cannabis?
Yes.
This should explain why there was a strong reaction from the dog. And officers expect that a swab should return a positive result for traces of THC, the psychoactive element in cannabis. But instead, it gives off a massive reading for something else.
It's a rather large reading.
And now he may have some explaining to do. When Customs and Border Protection search the bags of passengers, they often discover details that are of more interest to immigration. And today in Melbourne, that is exactly what has happened with a dazed young man from Canada.
So Customs has just referred a Canadian passport holder to us. They have done a search of him and they did find documents in his belongings which show that he has charges pending in the courts in Canada for quite serious offences.
He will now be interviewed to see whether or not he is a genuine tourist.
Can you tell me why you've come to Australia today?
Just a vacation.
A vacation?
Yeah.
What sightseeing things do you want to do?
I don't really know, it's kind of all of a sudden.
Okay. And how long do you plan to stay in Australia for?
Well, 1 or 2 weeks.
This conflicts with his incoming passenger card because he indicated he was going to be here for 3 months.
Why have you decided to come to Australia?
I told my mom I wanted to get away from drama at home.
Yeah. What drama do you want to get away from?
My family.
Yeah. Or what's happening with your family?
I don't know, I just don't get treated right.
It appears that he is avoiding mentioning the criminal charges he is facing back home. In Sydney, a biosecurity detector dog has reacted to the bags of a woman arriving from China. Officer Leanne has conducted a search of one of her many bags.
Mainly fresh fruit, peaches, pears, by the box full, string beans, and eggplant, I think it is, and some meat.
The woman does not speak any English, so Supervising Officer Tina is called in to help translate.
Okay. She has a card in her own language. Yep.
While this is sorted out, Officer Leanne continues to go through the many other bags and boxes and finds another high-risk item.
It's a whole chicken.
So yeah, cannabis is illegal in Australia.
Yeah, I know. So it's why I have nothing.
In Brisbane, this French backpacker is having his bags searched after a detector dog reacted to him at the baggage carousel.
Yeah, I know why the dogs are, because I had cannabis in Thailand, and It was in my pocket. And,
But his story doesn't explain why a swab of his belongings has returned a massive reading for traces of ephedrine.
Any other drugs other than cannabis? Because the reading that we've got from the drug detection swab now is ephedrine. So that's like speed.
No,
You know,
I don't
speed?
take only cannabis.
Only cannabis.
yeah.
Ecstasy.
No, this. You can test me, you can... Only cannabis.
As the search continues, a collection of cigarette packs from various parts of his bags are found. But tobacco is not the only thing discovered. In Sydney, biosecurity have discovered a vast amount of prohibited fresh fruit and vegetables that this woman arriving from China has not declared.
Fresh fruit is a prohibited item from any country.
Officers have also found a high-risk item.
Whole chicken. This is only vacuum pack. It's not allowed.
The passenger does not speak any English, and Officer Tina needs to establish why she has not declared anything on her incoming passenger car.
She said the IPC was filled out by someone sitting next to her on the plane. So, but that is her signature, her name. So we still need to do the normal procedure.
Yes.
Prohibited food continues to be found, including these.
100-year-old eggs.
And there is not just 1 or 2 eggs, but a whole box full.
It's a Chinese cultural tradition. They're called 100-year-old eggs. They're prohibited. They're an avian influenza risk.
So far, nothing is concealed, so it is unlikely the woman will face a prosecution. But this could change when officers check the stuffing of this pillow. Immigration knows this young man has a number of criminal charges that he is facing back in Canada.
Do you have any criminal convictions?
Yeah.
Is that this list here?
Yeah.
There's a few charges here.
He is yet to go before a judge and face the very serious charges.
Our concern isn't necessarily whether or not he's guilty of those crimes. What we're interested in is establishing his intentions and whether or not he's here for a holiday and will return at the end of it. The fact that he has pending charges can raise some doubts as to whether or not he will in fact return to Canada to face those charges.
So tell me about what happened with this.
I was going out with this guy that I just met.
Yeah.
And then walked four blocks or so at an alley. And then cops just came out of nowhere and just arrested us both.
Okay.
And gonna fight it in court.
So you've got these convictions. There's a chance you may have to go to jail.
Yeah, if I get found guilty.
Yeah? I'm gonna go and have a check on some things, okay?
He may be having a holiday before he has to return to defend himself.
I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time and just got charged with like possession of a firearm and conspiracy to trafficking crack cocaine.
But there is one detail that has just come up that suggests he is running away from his problems.
In actual fact, he does have a court hearing tomorrow that he should be attending.
Yeah, we got residue, cannabis.
Yeah, I know.
This is where you had cannabis in your pocket in Thailand.
Yeah, it's in Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the dogs would have definitely smelt that.
She's tripping.
Although there are only very small remnants of cannabis, it is not enough to consume or be considered as an illegal importation, but it is definitely a reason to continue the thorough search.
All right, we're just going to x-ray that bag to make sure there's nothing else in there.
But while his bag is being x-rayed, officers are also concerned he may have something hidden on his body.
Now, as you are aware, obviously, the dog sat on you and all those sorts of things. This officer has requested a frisk search be completed.
He consents to the frisk search, but is relieved to know that it will only be an external body frisk, unlike, according to the Frenchman, the type conducted back home.
You take finger in my...
No.
No, okay, no, because
No.
in France they do, so...
No. This officer will explain.
He has the option to have the frisk conducted in a private room.
I will go into a room.
You will go into a room?
Yeah.
Yeah?
For now, the results of the X-ray of his backpack and the frisk search will help to determine if he can begin his holiday or be referred to the Australian Federal Police. While biosecurity continue to find prohibited food,
There's basically no clothing, it's all just food in all of these bags so far.
it's this pillow that is also causing concern.
I opened this up because of the actual consistency of the pillow.
But the plant content is actually the pillow stuffing.
We're seizing this pillow as well because of the unidentified plant material.
It's amazing how much prohibited food will be confiscated, including quail and duck eggs, boxes of fresh fruit and vegetables, sausages, yogurt, walnuts, and even 2 whole chickens. And all of this is thanks to Detector Dog Heath.
He performed really well today, made a very clear indication to which bags the food were in.
Biosecurity needs to decide what action to take.
Well, she said that she could not read the questions clearly on board the plane. So she asked someone sitting next to her, and I guess this is her responsibility as a passenger. And I'm considering to give her a fine of $340. I'm not going to prosecute her because there was no concealment involved.
Biosecurity informed the woman that she is to receive the $340 fine. A young man claims his mother gave him a surprise ticket to Australia to have a 3-week holiday, but immigration thinks he may have an ulterior motive.
The interesting thing about this passenger is that he does have a number of quite serious criminal charges pending in Canada at the moment. So he's been charged, he has ongoing court matters in relation to those charges.
Immigration cannot refuse him entry based only on the fact that he is facing the charges, but they can if they think he is not planning on returning at all.
They're drug trafficking and firearm offences, which we count as very serious charges here in Australia. He's also meant to have a court date tomorrow, so it really raises questions why someone would be coming to Australia the day before their court case on a tourist visa for a holiday.
There now is enough evidence to proceed to the next stage.
So today, I'm going to issue you with what's called a notice of intention to consider cancelling your visa. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you 10 minutes and then you can think of a response, okay? And then you can let me know your response when I come back, okay?
This laid-back Canadian has now got to think up some compelling reasons to convince immigration to allow him to stay. But he is still adamant that he has not skipped bail.
No, I'm just here to not think about the drama back home. Because I usually just walk away from drama, even when I'm back home. That's just how I am. Drama-free zone.
The moment has come for him to plead his case.
Okay, so do you want to tell me why we shouldn't cancel your visa?
I don't really know. All I want to do right now is, if I can't stay, go back home, be tired.
Okay, do you have anything else that you want to tell me?
And with that, there is only one decision left to make.
Okay, so today I've decided to cancel your visa. Do you have any questions?
The long flight back to Canada may now get him home in time for his court case. And if that decision goes against him, he faces a far more serious consequence.
The judge was asking 5 to 6 years.
At the Melbourne Mail Centre, Customs and Border Protection Officer Stephen is suspicious of a box from Thailand.
It's a bit different.
It's declared as a variety of children's toys, but it's the X-ray image of what appears to be a framed object which is inconsistent.
Inside the frames there seems to be pellets of some kind or some kind of rocks. We're not sure. It just doesn't look like what we normally see with a frame. So, yeah, we thought we'd better have a look at it and make sure, see what's in there. I'm just going to have a look at these contents now. The Australia Post has opened it up for us, so I'm going to have a look, see if I can find that frame that was a bit of an area of concern off the X-ray image. Looks like there's some soft toys and some children headbands and some action figures.
Hidden in the middle is an object that seems out of place.
That's the frame we saw on the X-ray, so that's our area of concern at the moment. You can see my first looks at it, you can see that there's not such a nice finish to the edges, so yeah, we might give that another X-ray and then just see whereabouts actually the area of concern is and yeah, maybe open it up.
First, the toys are X-rayed.
They look clear to me. Trying to put the frame in amongst other things is an attempted way to conceal things and make it a bit harder for us to see the image. So I'll do the frame now. It looks significant. It looks, again, I'm not 100% sure what's in there. The colours give us away if it's an organic or non-organic. These, given the colour of this, are organic, so it's some kind of powder of some description. Given that there's 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 9 or 10 packages, yeah, it could be anything over 100 grams to 200 grams, so we're going to have to take it inside and maybe open it up and just see what they actually contain.
A French backpacker has been escorted to a private interview room for a body frisk search after a detector dog reacted to him at the baggage carousel. A swab test had a positive result for traces of ephedrine, but so far nothing illegal has been found except for a few tiny remnants of cannabis in some clothing.
Yeah, we got residue, cannabis.
His empty backpack has been X-rayed and is all clear. The frisk search is also negative, and officers are satisfied he is not bringing anything illegal into the country. The only thing left to do is to pay the $48 duty for his excess cigarettes, and he's free to go.
Next time when I'm coming in Australia, I will be sorry, I will be weed free.
In Melbourne, Customs and Border Protection are about to inspect a mirror found in a package from Thailand. They suspect up to 9 pellets to be concealed in its frame, which may conceal some sort of powder.
That's the frame we saw on the X-ray, so that's our area of concern at the moment. Yeah, just going to open it up. Obviously, I've discounted the other ones as any area of concern. They're obviously just going to be some kind of fill to put us off the track a little bit. This is our main primary area, so what we're going to do is probably open it up, do some screws and just see what those packages contain. It looks like it's been pulled apart. Looks like it's been put back together again quite rushed and hurriedly. I wouldn't buy it if it was in a shop, that's for sure. You can see in there's a package in there that's looks like it's coated in carbon paper. It's a big belief that carbon paper actually conceals from the X-ray. Yeah, it's usually a telltale sign that someone's trying to get something through that they shouldn't be. We'll open it up and see what's actually in there. There's some white powder on the inside just there, so we might give that a bit of a test and just see what substance we're dealing with. There's 9 or 10 of them inside the frame, so times that by 10, that's going to be a significant quantity. So, yeah, we'll weigh that up once we know what we're dealing with. I'm just going to take a small sample of the powder and I'm just going to test it against a NIC test. This basically identifies what narcotic we're dealing with, if we are one. We've had a few seizures recently out of this country. They've all been heroin, so I'm sort of suspecting it's going to be heroin. So once we snap the ampules and it mixes with the powder, if it does go green, it's pretty much a positive for heroin. It's starting to turn green, so pretty much confirmation that what we're dealing with in those packages is heroin. We'll stop the examination now. That's pretty much, we just need to confirm what the powder was. We have, it's heroin, obviously, which is a good result. We'll inform our AFP and they'll take it from there.